Okay, so the Qiyi clock has arrived as of 7:21 this morning, and Eastern time, of course. And the current state of affairs right now. Okay, so I only brought one clock with me to my college dorm, and that was my Shengshao clock. And as you guys saw from the previous video, that one just went out of commission for no apparent reason. And I tried, so like I asked my parents, like they're like sending stuff to me through like package, and I told them to include the Gorilla Glue that I had in my house, but like the glue solidified, or at least it became really viscous and became practically unusable, so I wasn't able to have much luck with putting that magnet back on. So now this is the only saving grace, the Qiyi clock. Okay, whatever. Okay, let me get one thing clear. This box has no anime waifu. This is a very bad 3 out of 10 box. If it had the anime waifu, immediate 10 out of 10. I would have several videos made out of that, but fortunately no, it's just the design of the clock. Like, we already know what the clock is gonna look like. Like, what's the point of putting this here? I don't understand. And yeah, and like the design of the clock, just like it looks pretty plain. There's like no like light blue, dark blue accenting. It's just black and white. It's like the most dull you can ask for. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's see. Okay, well, just slides right open. That's good. Some random stuff. Okay, so this clock was supposed to be out like 3 years ago or something, but and like I even made like several memes out of that, as did the community. But they finally delivered on their word. It's way too overdue, honestly. But I mean, it eventually came, I guess. So that's a good thing. Okay, so there's a stand like advertised in the front of the box, and yeah, one disappointing thing is that so this like rolls over, right? It doesn't have that Shengshao clock flatness to like these four sides, which is a shame, I guess. Okay, well, yeah, the pins. Okay, so the pins are extremely light and are by far the lightest pins of any stock cube, like right out of the bat. It's like, okay, so the Lingao, it's like if it was a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being extremely light, like basically like it would be so light that even the slightest air molecule would be able to like press it in, versus 10, which is like absolutely impossible even with like a 10 kiloton nuclear blast or something. Actually, nuclear blasts are close to like megatons, but okay, whatever. Actually, no, ton, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'd say, okay, so the Lingao, on average, they would be like 8 to 9 maybe, and this is like easily a 2 or a 3. Like, this is extremely light. Yeah, it doesn't have like quite the satisfying snap that the Shengshao has. I really liked the pins of the Shengshao. It was like the perfect hard, like the perfect resistance when doing it. I'd say the Shengshao would be like a 5 or a 4, probably a 4. This is like a 2 or yeah, something like that. Whoa. Okay, so right, you can. Okay, so this is the first, to my knowledge, this is the first clock where, like, you really can't have an intermediate position. Oh, never mind then. Well, I was gonna say you can't have like an intermediate position because the magnets cause it to like move to like let's see, make it focus. No, it's not focusing. Okay, whatever. Like for the Shengshao and the Lingao, for the most part, you can pretty much like there's like no feedback that causes the pin to like snap to one of the hour dials or whatever it's called. But for this, it's like very clear. Like one of the main problems I had with the Shengshao was that I would often like not turn like my rotations of the dials wouldn't be so accurate as to like be exactly on this, and then like So like when I finish the edges on one side, this cross on one side, and I flip it over, I'll sometimes have trouble like moving the pins up and down because like these um these pins weren't what are these called? These dials weren't exactly on one of the times, so I would have to like adjust it, like push all of them down, adjust it, and then push it back up, and then try and make it work like that. And that costed me like many seconds on some solves, and that was really unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure that's like not gonna happen at all with this clock. So let's scramble this. But yeah, this is so different. Okay. Yeah, you can like easily do like several turns, several rotations. It's like you're gonna have to be even more accurate, I guess, in some sense, because to make sure not to overshoot or undershoot. Mostly, most of the problem is gonna be due to overshooting, I think. So let's see. Okay, so there's 2 salt there. Okay, wow. Okay, so it's really easy to push these pins while inspecting it, and I think that's gonna be a pretty big problem. But I think as long as you like make sure to only grasp the sides and like only deal with that, I think it's gonna be fine. Maybe like no. Okay, I was wondering if you can like just shake it and cause the pin to move, because that would not be good. But I think with lubing, like I think Sam made a video on like how to like help the pins, like basically how to lube the pins to make it so that it doesn't like easily fall down, and that could obviously be applied with this. Okay, right. So that. Yeah, okay, that was pretty fast. I'm gonna do like thousands of solves on this because it's extremely fun to turn. With all the pins up, like the resistance you get from turning this is like as if you were turning the Shengshao clock with only 1 pin up and turning the gear that corresponded to the pin that was up. Like that's how little resistance there is, and that's, for me, that's definitely a good thing, because the main problem I had with the Shengshao, another problem I had of like the many problems, was that when I think 3 or more pins were up for yeah, so like when 3 or more pins were up and you were turning the bottom dials, it was like really hard to do like 5 or 6 turn moves, because there was like just so much resistance going on for that. And for this puzzle, there's like none of that going on. It's just flawless. Okay, yeah. We do a ton of solves on this. Hopefully I'll get used to the roundness of the sides, but I mean, people were used to that like long before the Shengshao clock was introduced, so I guess okay, actually I'll see if I can like replace this casing with the Shengshao casing, but I think it might not work because like the dimensions might be different. Yeah, okay. Very good clock. Just my only slight clips are these pins way too light, and it's, I guess, too easy to turn. I think if the magnets in these gears were stronger, then it would be better. But overall, I'm very impressed with this puzzle.